Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to Cooking with Pouncy again. And tonight I've been forced to prepare another dish here. Forced to, I say that because the Super Bowl is coming up, and I thought I'm going to do some chicken wings, and we're ultimately going to call them hot wings because they're going to wind up being a little spicy. So we'll call them chicken wings, but I've got a different spin on them. Although I know that there's many different ways to do hot wings. We're going to do them cooking with Pouncy hot wings, okay? And so kind of a variation of what you normally see. These are unbelievably great, good tasting, and I think you're going to enjoy this if you decide to make it for yourself and your family. So again, welcome to, and if you like what you see, please hit that like button. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe to my channel if you have a mind to do so as well, and pass this on as you see fit. Thank you much, and I'm going to be lowering that camera, and I'll be right back with you in just a moment. Okay, guys. Here we go. We're going to take a gander at what I'm going to do here in terms of spices for these cooking with Pouncy chicken wings. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this virgin olive oil and a little spray can. I'm going to just coat them a little bit with that oil so that my spices will stick to them. And here I've got, of course, some coarse ground black pepper. I've got some Worcestershire sauce as well. It's going to go in my my wing sauce. I'll be using a Frank's, I think it's called. Frank's hot wing buffalo, it's called. I've got two of these. I've got one that's really hot, and I'm going to have one that's not so hot, okay? And certainly this will be in moderation to your taste. This stuff is really hot, and I'll be putting, oh my gosh, probably a teaspoon of that into the sauce. You'll see what I'll do with that as well. I'm going to be adding also about a tablespoon of butter to my pan here, and when I pick the pan up, because I'm going to dump my wings in here, and I'll be tossing them and getting all them stuff on them, okay, when we get them done. So, but I'll be putting about a tablespoon of butter in there. Oh, maybe a tablespoon of Worcestershire or Lea and Perrins in there as well. And then I'll mix my sauce in the bowl, and it'll be to taste, and I'll taste to see if it's too hot. And then I'll put my wings in there after they're done again, and I'll toss them, and we're done. So it's a pretty quick process. It takes about 45 minutes to do these wings in all total, no more than an hour, but they're going to be very tender and really tasty. The last and most important ingredient I'm going to use, I'm not endorsing products, kind of sort of I am, I guess, but here's what I'm going to use for my wings here. This is called Meat Magic, and I actually met this guy years ago, Chef Perdome. But that's a story for another day. But anyway, this is an excellent seasoning. He's got some seafood stuff. He's got, again, this one's called Meat Magic. And I'm going to coat these chicken wings once I spray my olive oil on there. You'll see that as well. And I'm going to coat them with this. There's other applications that you could use as well. I've got one from famous Dave's barbecue place. That's a chicken, country chicken roast thing they call it, I guess. I've used that too. This is excellent. For the Meat Magic thing. So again, you'll be seeing what happens with all of that. But then I got a sheet pan here, and I've got a rack on it. The rack's going to afford me to lay these chicken wings on this rack so they won't sit and bake in their own juices. I want the juice to run through, and it will, as you see, into the pan that I've lined with aluminum foil, so it's easier cleanup. And I'm kind of putzing around here with it, just make sure I tell you everything. But anyway, that's what this is for. Put them on here. They're going to be baked, and they'll be dry, and that's what I want. I don't have to pat them, I don't think, with a paper towel and stuff. I've done that before too. But anyway, we're going to get going with this process, and I'll get them seasoned in the pan and all that stuff, and I'll let you see me do that, and then I'll slice up my carrots and my celery. Okay. So again, we're going to continue on with the process. I'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, we got our wings all cleaned up. I'm ready to go here. First thing I'm going to do, like I indicated, I'm going to spray them a little bit here after I take my glasses off so I won't get oil on my glasses. I'm going to spray them a little bit with my olive oil. Okay, just so they're coated. Okay, you know, you can air fry these things too, of course, if you wanted to do it that way. But again, these are all coated. I can see that, and I don't know whether you can or not. There's one or two of them that didn't get coated yet. Okay. But again, you can do these in an air fryer as well. Probably the same results because you don't have to do it this way. So we got our wings in there, and I'm going to now put a little black pepper on them for spice. This will be to taste. This is that same coarse ground pepper I showed you. I'll do that again. These are really, really good. And here goes the magic formula. Once again, that meat magic stuff. And I'm going to put a liberal amount of this on here, okay? I'm not going to be using any additional salt, guys. This has got salt in it, of course. And your wing sauce is going to have salt in it as well. So be careful of your sodium. So I'm going to sprinkle quite a bit of this on here. Yeah, and I've done this many times before, and it's really, really good. Really, really good. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm putting quite a bit on there. And they're not going to be too salty, just using this. It smells really good. I don't know whether you guys have tried this before, but it's good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right, got to coat it pretty good there. Okay, now these are about ready to go on my rack. My oven's already being heated, guys, to 400 degrees. These will go in the oven. I'm looking around to see if I got everything I need to put in here, and I do. And I'll be sprinkling some more if I see some once I get it on here. I think you guys can see this now, okay? So, let's do this now, guys. We're going to put these out, not going to have them touching each other, but we're going to take these, and I'm touching them now. This means I've got to be careful. We don't want to cross-contaminate anything here, guys. So I got to make sure we'll do that. As you can see, I'm just making sure that they're laying next to each other, but not really crowded as I put them on here, okay? And again, this takes about 45 minutes cooking time, certainly no more than an hour. And they are really, really good. Again, it adds that additional flavor that people say, what do you got on these wings? And I've had them say that many times because they are not just your average fried chicken wings, okay? All right, I'm going to take my other hand, the hand that I haven't touched any chicken with, and take my shaker here and shake here. As you see, once again, guys, you got to be careful. I'm not going to touch anything else with this hand here because I just got done touching that chicken, all right? And that's called cross-contamination. We don't want to do that. And see, you can see I'm putting quite a bit on there. And that's good. They're not going to be too salty. Well, there's more stuff in here than just salt, guys. I'm going by color here. So you want them pretty red looking as you shake it, which means you got quite a bit on there, okay? But again, I think we're done with that. The oven's already ready. These are going to go in the oven. Whoops, I got quite a bit on that one. I'll eat that one in case it got too salty. I'm kind of done with that. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to, again, put these in the oven, which is already ready. You can see that, okay? They look and smell almost good enough to eat. Just kidding. In the oven they go, 400 degrees. And I'm going to set my timer. They're going to go like on the next to the middle rack. I could have raised it up, but that's okay. So anyway, at 400 degrees, guys, 45 minutes later, I'll let you see those. And I'm going to be dicing up my my vegetables here as well. And we're going to keep this process moving, guys. So I'll be back with you in just a little bit. I'm going to wash up my celery and carrots and get them all peeled and stuff and start slicing them. And I'll be back with you in a little bit. All right, guys, I thought I'd come back and show you how I cut up my carrot sticks and my celery sticks. And it's not a big deal. Carrots all washed and peeled, and celery's all washed. And so what I'll do here, and you can just watch this if you would. Should cut this in half. All right, and I'll just start making my sticks. Simple as that, actually. I'll do that one more time, and that's it. You might have noticed when I had them lined together that they're all sort of uniform in length. Kind of a cooking with Pouncy thing. They make them all about the same in appearance and in terms of shape. As I serve these things many times, and people, they're like, how do you get all these the same size? Well, it's kind of easy. You just make sure you measure them all before you put them in there, which is really not a big deal. But that's how I do the carrot sticks. So I got sticks. And what I'll probably do here too, got them in here. Let me show you a couple of the celery sticks here too. And I'll just cut the very end off, tips off here. I bought celery hearts today, so I didn't have all the inside and the leaves and stuff to contend with. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Let's cut these in half, as you see here. And we do that, and I'll do the same thing with these, all right? All right, and this here you are. It's all uniform in length. I don't know, I haven't got a point on it because I did it, I guess. But anyway, just in case you didn't know how to do that. Okay, that's all I'm doing with that. Now what I'll probably do too is I'll put some ice on these. Keep them nice and crisp. That's good enough. I'll keep them nice and crisp in the refrigerator with the ice water, or just leave them in the ice water. And that keeps them nice and crisp. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just put some ice on them, and I'll let them set until I'm ready to put them, to plate them up along with the chicken. But I just wanted to show you how to do that, okay? So that's it. Now I'll be putting ice once again on there and let them sit, and I'm done with this, okay? I'll be back with you in a little bit. Chicken is still cooking. We got 35 more minutes on the chicken. See you in a little bit. Okay, guys, these are ready. So we're going to take our wings out, and I just tempted them, and they're at about the largest one. And the reason, obviously, I did that, because of that big one, which is that guy right there, is done. Then rest assured, the others are also done. That one temped out at about 185, okay? And I was going for 185, so that's what I've got. Oh, aren't they pretty? I don't dare pick these up obviously, because that's very, very hot, and I just took it out of the oven, as you just saw. So we got our chicken wings are all done. These are beautifully colored here. And then we're going to mix our sauce here, and I'll show you how to do that. I took a tablespoon of butter, and I melted it in my microwave. So here we go. This is all to taste, guys, okay? So here's the regular sauce. The other one is the very hot one. And I'm going to do this to our taste, as in my wife and I's taste, because I know how hot she wants it, and I know how hot I want it. Let's call that 4 tablespoons right there, okay? I'm going to call that 4 tablespoons, and I'm going to put about a teaspoon of this in there, because this is really hot stuff, guys. And I've already shaken it as well. That's all I'm going to put in there of that. All right, and I'm going to put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there for flavor. And let's call that 3 teaspoons. Okay, let's call that 3 teaspoons. Now, I melted my butter, as I said. I'm going to put in here as well. All right. Not an ounce of butter. I need a whisk here now. All right, a tablespoon. I didn't mean to say an ounce, guys. So I'm going to just mix this, okay? I'm going to mix this, and I'm doing it by sight, guys, okay? Doing it by sight. I got my Worcestershire sauce in there, as you saw me put that in there. You saw me put that tablespoon of butter in there as well, all melted in the microwave. And I'm going to taste this, just for taste, in terms of heat. You know, sometimes it takes that heat a little bit to kick in, like it's kicking in right now. So what I'm going to do is pretty hot right now, and I only put about a teaspoon of that hot stuff in there. I'm going to temper that now with a bit more of this. This is all the taste, guys, again. I'm going to temper it, and I'm putting more of that in there, okay? Just to temper that, because it was pretty hot. All right, so there we go, all right? Now we're going to take our wings, the entire batch of them that just came out of the oven, and we're going to put those in that sauce. Toss them, and they're ready to rock and roll. I need to get more control of what I'm doing and not trying to dump them in there and spill them all over the floor. So let's kind of do this. So these look really good. I think you can see that, guys. These look really, really good. And again, the key, when you start serving them to your guests, and they say things like, what do you do to these wings? I wouldn't tell them if I were you. I just don't tell them anything about cooking with Pouncy, because they don't have to know everything. Just tell them to come back next time and have some more of your wonderful wings, all right? Again, guys, let's do that. They smell so good, guys. All right, pan's going to be easy to clean up, like I said, because I put aluminum foil on it to make it easier to clean. Whoops, let's set that aside, excuse all the noise. And now we're going to, here they are. And we got, of course, as you saw, we got our sauce in there. We're going to toss these and get them all coated. Again, I was kind of guessing and by sight looking to see how much sauce to put on them. Well, they had just got about the right amount on there too, okay? That's it, guys. That's it. That is it. Let's put some on a plate. I'm going to put some on a plate now. They are piping hot, okay? Ooh, ooh. I'm saying that, guys, because we've had these before, and they are absolutely phenomenal. Really, really good, okay? Well, let's call that enough on that one. And just for a little garnish. It's for a little bit of garnish. You can put some strawberries on there. I usually like to just jazz up the plate a little bit. Let's put some grapes like right here. Right there. I'm telling you guys, that's a beautiful plate. I'm serious. I'm serious. Beautiful plate, guys. So let's just call it a day with this. And that's beautiful. Okay? There they are. And these are absolutely scrumptious, guys. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in to Cooking with Pouncy. If you like what you see, and I certainly hope you do, and hope you, if you decide to make this for yourself and your family, that you guys will enjoy this as much as we're going to enjoy it. And again, I'll be making more of these for the day of the Super Bowl, but prior to, I wanted to show you guys a different way to do the wings, wings, and they are so flavorful, it's incredible, all right? And I think that's about all I got to tell you guys, and so we're going to have these a little bit later on here tonight, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again so much for tuning into my channel. Pass this on as you see fit, and I would appreciate it if you hit that like button and tell me you like this. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys.